Hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss. Welcome back to Ring of Pain. I thought I'd do another few rounds of this. I've actually beaten the game a number of times now. So, what we're going to do now... by the way, we're not going to probably beat it again in this session. Just warning you now. We're playing on medium now, that's why it's much harder, obviously. Before we get into a game, I'm going to give you a little bit of background on some changes. So, here's the original thing that we had. We started out with a candle, didn't we? And I've beaten the light the candle and extinguish the candle endings up on the winds there. But now, once you've done that, you've got another choice, which is you've got the double candle, which I've actually beaten the game on medium with. So you won't be doing that one. And the difference with the double candle is when you start out, you can select an item to go with you. Game, calm down, please. I'm trying to do an intro. You can select an item to go with you. One of the basic items, so nothing super overpowered, but it's quite important because the enemies are harder, understandably, on medium, or we can go into how they're harder in a minute, but that can be really helpful. So we can just go to the collection when we start out and we can pick, I don't know what those ones are. One of the more basic ones, like the underwear or the tiara, or one of these, and the various other ones that are in here. Yeah, some of the basic ones. You can pick a spell book if you want to, or a scroll. And that could be your starting item until you decide to change it. The next one is, for beating the dark ending, you get the dark stone, which does the same thing again. Hold on a second. Yeah, dark stone, which gives you a lot more stealth. And then you can have... you have to have the shield scroll, as you don't get a choice there. That's what it gives you. And then you've got the glow stone, which you can you get the disturbing head with, and what the head does is it puts more cards in every dungeon, but it also gives you more treasure as well. That's just generally a good thing, because if you're having a bad run, then the more cards will kill you, obviously, but that's a bad run. If you're having a medium to good run, then more monsters. When you get stuck at the point where you can kill the basic creatures, well, that's just more kills. Having a few more creatures in the dungeon isn't going to make much difference if you can already kill them, so you get more souls, which means you can buy more things and do more unlocks, and you get more treasures. So generally this is quite a good one as well. And I think, and the extra power of this, you re-roll items. You know when you get offered 2 items, if you re-roll them, there's a chance, unnamed chance, to have a higher rarity, but instead of costing you souls, it costs you health for a reroll. Interesting, huh? I like these items. They're good. I'm sure there might be some more items as well when we get to the hard level, but I don't know. So the aim is for the dungeon. We're going to aim to fight the owl, because you didn't get a chance to see that last time. And I think we're going to go with the glowstone, because it sounds kind of fun. So let's get in here. So, what has changed about the difficulty of the creatures? Well, in general, what you find is that, for example, this rot hound here, they now, the general trend for most creatures tends to be they have less health than they did, but they hit harder. I think they might be faster as well, I can't remember, but the soul level's the same. So that's the thing from there. And you can easily die in the first dungeon if you are not very careful. So it's not unsurprising. We might fail this run right here. So we have to be a bit more careful and strategic in what we do. Now, we can see over here, we've got... These are probably 3 creatures to fight through. And you see, no matter what I do, it's probably going to hit me. What's its speed? 6. I can boost my... So I can boost myself to... if I boost my attack, it's not going to make any difference, because it just means that I'll still take 2 hits to kill it, and it will give 2 hits on me. If I boost my speed, there's a chance I might beat it on some of the attacks. It might do less damage to me, and health won't do very much. So I think probably what we're going to do, there shouldn't be any cursed potions in here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to boost our speed. Well, we can have a look at it. Let's do the speed. The speed is almost certainly the thing to go for anyway now. We've got a potion which will heal 3, and these are both big ones. Unfortunately, we have got a lot more. No, we haven't got a lot more stealth. We're just gonna fight this. We're aiming for this treasure over here, and hoping that the treasure will win it for us. Oh, I forgot. I don't need 2. I need 3 hits, don't I? Because of course, maybe I should have boosted my attack then. We might just die here. let's do a stealth. There we go. Yeah, because it's got defense, that's why. That isn't going to help very much. I'm going to do defense, I think, more on this. We might still die here. It might be the end of our run immediately, which is the thing. Sometimes you get lucky and you get the treasures on near the front with you. Other times they are not. So the chance of stealthing out of here twice is not great. We're just going to do this. And we're going to die. No, we're not. But we're probably going to die in a minute. Ooh. We're not going to kill this. We're just going to... This is almost certainly a busted... If we can't get through the first dungeon without that, it's probably a busted run. But never mind, we can start again fairly easily. We'll lose even more defense, a bit more speed. It's just how it is. Early runs sometimes can be a problem. Yeah, we're not going to survive very long with this. We will... We'll risk it on a dodge, and we're dead. Should we try again? Why not, eh? Because welcome to the run. So we start again, so we got the same items as before. Have we got a better setup? We've got a big potion this time instead of a little one. What do we got here? Again, we can get lucky with the rotlings rather than the rot hounds. Nearly killed me anyway. We'll go with speed. It's fine. This one doesn't matter. By the way, one of the strategies I use, the reason why I've already beaten the game on medium with the double candle is because of my item selection. So one of the things I did with the double candle was I took the stone with me. You remember what the stone does is it does 3 damage and it comes back to you as long as it kills the creature. So for example, I could hit this rot hound once and then whack it with the rock and I'm guaranteed to kill it without taking any more damage. Okay, so that's why that's one way you can get through on here. This can be a real killer because it could add 5 or take a 5 to anything. As far as that goes, we could end up with no attack or no speed or whatever else. This one's also quite bad, but it does do more damage. So it's going to be that. We're not going to fight that. The question is, do we want to try and fight these? Probably not really. We're going to have to leg it, I think. We could, so if we did this, we would kill this and then maybe kill that behind. It doesn't really get us to this treasure over here. We're going to go to Volatile, which is full of fire beads, and we're probably going to have another failed run, but we'll see what happens. These we know are not monsters, at least. They are shuffle cards, so we're going to have to sneak past this bead. And it hit me. It's not going to blow. But you see, they've got 3 life now. By the way, notice that with the other fire one as well, the fact that the fire hive only had 2 health. And that's a mixed blessing, because it's much easier to kill, but of course, if you, depending on which item you choose, as you pass it by, if you've got something that reflects damage or something like that, it's very much easier to kill the fire bead and maybe have it blow up in your face. Okay, so that's now going to blow. So that should blow those 2 up. We didn't actually get this, unfortunately. I couldn't really manoeuvre it to do that. This thing, my speed's higher, and I now do enough damage to kill it. That's what I mean. It's really struggling to survive early on in the game. So what we're going to do, we are going to... Just too much damage. If we heal up, it's going to take 2 hits to kill it. We'll have to do a shuffle of the dungeon. So we'd be on 1 health left, and there's lots of creatures left over here. So we're going to shuffle and cross our fingers, and we got some treasure for it, which is nice. This is a really good one. Okay. Remember, we are heading, if we get that far, we are heading for the owl. The owl fight. And I know what's in the owl fight, so at least I can... It's quite different from the fight we did versus the bosses in the previous successful run. But I know what to aim for in general to do this. And the Hungry Sun's kind of a key one that makes it a bit easier to do some of these things. There's lots of explosive creatures in the game, as we saw, and this means that all those explosions will heal us, but we don't get any healing from potions, which is not bad. This one's okay. There are several books like this where do 1 sort of damage, and if you kill it, the book gets more powerful. The tricky part here with these is getting beyond the first kill. As it starts to escalate and snowball, books like this can be very powerful for a run. You can do more and more damage, and you're always guaranteed to kill. And some of them regenerate really fast. Some of them regenerate in two hits. you know. But right now it's going to be too hard to use. This is more useful, and means we can hit explosive creatures with impunity and do a lot of damage elsewhere. This might be an explosive creature here, but we can't really risk it. And we'd only be risking it for some souls. Yeah, because there's no other items in here. We're going to get out of here and hope we get some items soon that will help us on our run. Talking of which, we lose some attack, we do some poison, and we get some speed, so we hit things and we run away. Right then. Some useful stuff, a better start. We've got a fire bead coming. Remember, we don't care about fire beads anymore, and also we don't care about potions. What would we take here? Almost certainly the bear trap. This is okay, but I don't want to spend all my souls. This summons a random creature, but it could be a powerful nestling. Doesn't mean it's a weak one. There's no real reason for taking this, I don't think, unless you're guaranteed to kill it, and then we take the bear trap. We could do some poison and walk away. What's here? No, we're going to do this. We're going to hit you once. You're going to hit us back. Oh, of course, it kills us from there. I need to do my... I'm getting lazy. I need to do my calculations more carefully. You will heal us for 3. You'll stab, but of course then you die from poison. You're far too fast for me. You've got a speed of, what, 11. We'll come back to you, buddy. Let's take the treasure. Additional small potion. No longer useful for us because we don't heal from potions anymore. But we do... What does this thing do, by the way? It's just full health otherwise, isn't it? Okay. This is quite good. We're getting quite damaging, but we have... This actually doesn't do us any good because... In terms of the bonus text, because we don't take anything from potions. We've got no defense right now, which is kind of a problem. What's over here? One of you. We're now faster, though. So we won't, although we've got a little slime over there, we're not going to worry about the slime. We're going to buff our defense a little bit because, my goodness, that's a problem. More treasure. This is another good starting item, by the way. I've used this at the start of games before now because it means that we'll we just do extra 5 damage all the time. But we're too late in the game now. We've already got too many items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If this counts, that will be 7. So, yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. This is okay. However, I do like the extra damage right now. So the extra speed doesn't really... I like the damage. This is quite a good standard item. I think we'll keep it for now. We're going to do a quick reroll. We might get a better item. Petrify is a tricky one. We've seen it before. If you get a number of Petrify items, they can be really powerful. But you've got to have a lot of defense. Because you're going to take hits. And this is a terrible book. Chance of exploding. Oh no, hold on a second. Oh wow. This is in fact the perfect book. Oh my goodness. Do you reckon that works? So sometimes the text doesn't quite work with the game. But I think it should. I think even if it explodes us... This is a point to test it out. Well, we're actually going to kill you with this nice and easy. This is the best way of doing it. A new creature! Fast. Nothing particularly special. It's a gloomy or... It's just fast. That's what it is generally. Oh! Thanks for the healing! And there we go. And you don't do us any good at all. Although, interestingly, if we had the Mask of Chugging, which you might have seen before, that's one where it gives you extra hit points, max hit points, if you'll drink a potion when you're already at full health. That still works, even though the potions don't give us healing anymore because of this. Interesting. We're going to go down one of my favourite passages, which is the crossroads. Well, it's not actually. I'm trying to find another room is what I want to do. I want to find... Damn it. I want to find the wishing well to trade some of these things in, because if I can chuck some of these items in to get the stats off them. Anyway. So this thing's guaranteed to heal us by a small amount. And it only takes one thing to... It only takes one hit to get a heal off. That's really good. Shoot... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, crap. Okay. There is a large ice creature in here somewhere. We might want to try and get this, by the way. Let's head this way towards the exit and also the treasure. You're fine. our book's up and ready again. You're fine. You're the problem. And even a tickle with a knife is not going to do very much. What's over here? Who's over here, rather? You have your souls. Have your souls. Kill you. Heal myself up. If anything explodes, it actually vanishes. That'll be a problem if it vanishes. That's a shame. Anyway, we'll use it anyway. We've got our wonderful rock, which helps a great deal. And I shouldn't have done this. I should have looked around a bit more. Convert some health stat to defense, which is probably a good idea, actually. There we go. Oh, another one of you. Great. Wonderful. What's the chance of sliding past? Only 5%. Not very good. And we haven't got a rework. Well, okay. We're going to have to skip past one of these guys. So let's gamble and do that. Oh, crap. We've just lost our run, I think. Well, we're going to try and sneak. Damn it! It was all going so well. Okay, time for another run. I know I'm looking at how long the video's been going on for. Bit of a short one. We'll try again. We've got a bit of a nicer start here. This is the case with medium, by the way. It's just tough. Tough, mate. You have to just deal with it. We can kill these little ones. Damn it. We'll try and sneak past. It's only got the piercing damage on it. Yeah, remember? It only does piercing damage, so we've got a chance of being hit for one. But that is fine. It didn't do anything. We've got our treasure. This text doesn't work right now. If your attack is higher than your current health, well, that helps. It works if it's not your current maximum health; it's your current health. This would do us some extra damage. That's got the problem with this book is it's got a long recharge. I don't know why it's quite so long. It's only powerful later in the game. I think this is too much of a recharge based upon this. Anyway, but it might be good for us here. Is this just better overall? I think it is. 2 hits to kill you, and we get a treasure out of it. And we want more. We probably want more speed, I imagine. Let's have a look what we've got in here. Shields up. For the next combat. Not next round, but next combat. How do you define when the combat ends? Interesting. This is quite a good one. This means as long as you're faster than the poisonous creature, it can't hit you back. Ignore you probably. What do we do here? If we sneak past and you hit us, we'd take 3 damage, which is going to kill us. So we could buff by 1. Your speed is higher. It's not worth it. It's just to get to this potion. We don't even know what potion it is. It might be a little potion. Doesn't really help very much, does it? Back where we started. Never mind. It's the sort of gambles you have to do after a while with some of these things. What are you going to give me? Give me something useful. Oh, this goddamn Striker's Veil. I don't like it. Loses all your dodge. Sadly, it is worth it for the attack. As long as we get a bit of healing in the next round, it's worth it for the attack. It means we one-hit a lot of things. We'll do this first. Chance to parry is quite low. I prefer the speed right now. We could re-roll. Let's re-roll. Ensnare, past unsuccessful stealth. We've got bad stealth. That's not a really good one with us. And this is a terrible thing, and we can't afford the lot. So we're going to take that. We now kill you in 1 hit, so that is fine. Remember me. This is oh, what do we do? This is probably a creature here. If it's an explosive creature, I'm in trouble. It is not. Ah, crap, we're probably dead anyway. Let's see what happens. For God's sake.